Hey, Alex. I've almost finished writing the summary for the report.
Perfect.
I'm still unconvinced. So here's a question for you, Alex. How can we do this without killing 3 strikes?
Fencer still hasn't recovered?
He has, but the doctor won't let him fly.
Just as much.
How much longer are you gonna make me wait?
Who's the self-important stiff?
Here, and he really is quite important.
We're connected. Ready now, sir.
I'm Brigadier General Howard Clemens. I'm in charge of this operation. Our objective is to capture an advanced submarine in harbor at Artiglio. The port of Artiglio and the surrounding oil facilities were mostly destroyed by another air operation.
Oh, that port. Seems like such a long time ago.
You've been there?
However, Erusian forces repaired the facilities and used them to resupply and maintenance a massive submarine.
Here's a question. How long do you think this submarine is? If you guess 495 meters, you're right. It also has a width of 116 meters, with a submerged displacement of 810,000 tons. It's a supersized nuclear submarine powered by 2 liquid metal-cooled reactors.
I guess it really is huge. So who's the quiz show host?
David North. I'm an OIA analyst from Advanced Weapons Analysis.
Why isn't he here?
Because he doesn't need to be. He can perform his analysis at his home office.
Ha! We've got ourselves an armchair detective.
Continue.
I've come to call this super submarine the Alicorn. The Alicorn is a submarine, and yet it can stage aircraft operations like a carrier. It also boasts some serious firepower with its 2 main railguns. Their range is over 400 kilometers.
A real monster if there ever was.
The sub's force projection capabilities are equivalent to a carrier strike group. Furthermore, it can approach underwater or use aircraft and railguns to attack outside the enemy's range. It has an unusual history befitting such a ship. It was launched 4 years ago. However, it went MIA on a sea trial after being outfitted. It was later found at the bottom of the ocean by chance, and of the 356 crewmen, 330 were rescued. Here's the question. For how many days was the Alicorn underwater? It was 698 days.
Whoa. They were down there 2 years?
They were on the seafloor at 15 degrees.
So why are they deploying it to the front lines now?
I suspect it has to do with the loss of an arsenal bird in the IRBM cluster.
Huh. Okay, so we just blow up the damn thing?
We capture it. Don't make me repeat myself. We've had reports from local sources that there are weapons of mass destruction aboard the Alicorn.
Source.
If we can secure that evidence, we'll gain advantage in the peace negotiations post-war.
The Ocean Navy has dispatched a fleet, including a landing ship, to capture the Alicorn. Our mission is to secure air superiority and protect this assault and capture task force.
If we take too long, they'll scuttle the sub. The fleet will commence its actions while we seize the skies.
Wouldn't it be risky to bring the fleet in before we secure air superiority?
That is none of your concern.
So basically, you're putting our fleet in danger for political gains.
They should have taught how to address superiors in boot camp.
An EW squadron will be deployed. Their ESM will be a valuable asset. Stay within their range, and you'll have a significant advantage over your enemies. The ETA for the EW aircraft is the same as HAP.
Only Strider Squadron will sortie.
Well, I have to sit this one out?
Wait, Wiseman, you're not coming?
I'll be assisting the Brigadier General at HQ.
This is by no means a difficult mission. Your squadron commander's absence shouldn't change that.
Strider Squadron, aircraft prep complete. You're cleared to taxi.
It's a requiem. Set off as soon as we're ready. Here we go. Do it with a bang.
Understood.
Shit. What's up?
Friendly aircraft and EW aircraft will arrive 5 minutes late.
What?
Retreat and wait for backup. Retreat not authorized. Gain air superiority at once.
Trigger, what now?
Just 4 aircraft? It's just cocky nerve. Come on, it's time to find a real fighter pilot.
We doing this or not? Trigger's already kicked off the game.
Going in. After Trigger.
All aircraft, engage. Weapons free.
Sir, you didn't tell us there was a change in the H hour.
In our hotshot for the last 5 minutes.
Locked on.
Come and get me.
Being outnumbered is tougher than I thought.
Shut your trap and keep shooting.
Shit! Do it with a bang.
I'm on to stand its ass.
Target acquired. Target shot down.
Look what we've got here. This planet out maybe past our prime, but we're no pushovers. Yeah! Here we go, cowboys. Surround them!
Locked on. This one's a goner. I don't need no Wiseman to fly.
Then prove it, Count.
Righto.
I'm on a 6. Let's get this squared away. Attack missed. Bounded acquired. Locked on.
Enemy has a lock. Evade.
They're one step ahead in the dogfight. Evading missile.
Evading!
Don't slow down. Being late is not an option.
Let's see how good you are.
Target is hit.
They're after me. I need cover.
Ah! Help me!
Enemy on me!
Got 3 strikes my sight. Gonna take him down for one last shooting story.
Just a little longer till the friendlies arrive.
These guys are good. Let's get the one on the left, let's get the one on the right. We're the last generation of fighter pilots. Show them just what we can do.
It's not every day you're in a battle like this.
Come on, try me. Nobody's got more combat experience than we do.
Strider Squadron. Enemy aircraft have begun their assault on the fleet. Swiftly secure our air superiority.
I know that, but we're outnumbered. Pushing back hard.
It's not dropping us that easy. We're fine, not fuel. One fly with you guys for one last supper. That was a fine last flight, brother.
Keep course. A few sparks are to be expected.
Please, want me to stay, kid? No, not proper skills.
Fox 2! Fox 2!
Locked on!
Commander, we hear the DAO.
Yes, EW aircraft and Drake Squadron are here. I didn't think you'd get her so quickly.
We're here, team.
The EW aircraft have strong ESM on board. They can improve your dogfighting capabilities by enhancing missile range, homing, and more.
Friendly hit. Krasinski! They get targeted the moment I try to close in on their ships. They're only human. They'll tire out soon enough.
Drake Squadron, follow me. I'll show you how the pros do it.
Copy that. Show us what you got.
Enemy detected. Send rescue.
Drake 1, engaging. Drake 3, engaging.
You're good, but your plane's not doing you any favors. Missile launched.
Drake 5, engaging. Drake 8, engaging. Don't let them get to a chancer. Keep your eyes on 3 strikes. You might learn a thing or two.
Roger. Trigger splashed a hostile.
Good. The ESM's improving your aircraft's dogfighting capabilities.
I've downed quite a few, but haven't even made a dent.
Shut up. You see Trigger complaining?
Well, he doesn't talk much, but fine. Here I go.
I'm hit! Ah! Are you sure? Damn sure. It's 3 strikes. Enemy dodged. Continuing attack.
Well, they sure brought a lot of friends. Hostile behind me!
Incoming missile! We're targeted!
This is Sigurd 1. 3 and 4 headed to 305. Instant attack. Sigurd 3, Wilco. Move, daily. I'd like you room with the plane.
Trigger, I'm seeing advanced stealth fighters.
SG-57s, highly capable planes. Stay on your toes if you engage them.
Enemy's got a lock.
So, is this the meeting place where power is replaced by UAVs or this? This is it. This is the battlefield I've been craving.
Entering ESM range.
Keep your distance from the EW aircraft. Roger. Joey, dodge.
Missile evaded.
Hostile has a watch, Strider 1.
Jet has to move on the surface.
Trigger shot down at SU-57.
Damn you. That was our youngest pilot.
So many partners to dance with.
Okay, I quit. Not counting the numbers anymore.
You're going to check. Not yet. We'll keep hanging. Let's take him down. Roger.
Enemy's got a lock.
Multiple aircraft approaching this airspace. They're Harriers.
Any moves to attack our fleet must be stopped.
All right.
They're after our EW aircraft.
Somebody take down their EW aircraft.
I don't even have time for a snack on this operation.
You just wait. I'll get you a break in a second.
Thanks. EW aircraft was hit. It's being attacked by an F-15E.
Forget altitude. Turn it to speed.
They got me. Bailing out.
Enemy's got a lock.
Escapes would be difficult out here. That would have been way too close if it wasn't for Trigger.
Fox 2. Fox 2.
Enemy is fled.
Harrier destroyed. Nice work. Those fighters are after the fleet. Take care of the rest. Missile away.
Trigger has knocked out a target.
Another enemy aircraft approaching our ship.
I'll show you folks no UAV can copy. No control. Returning to base. Don't forget to tell the mechanics if you have a problem every time Green Trick shows up.
Jenny, C-Wiz, AAW Auto.
EW aircraft was hit from an enemy Typhoon.
Seagull training, evacuate immediately. Lost the ship. It's the destroyer type.
That bird over there flies pretty well. Didn't think pilots like Caliber were still around.
Coming. In the cloud.
Take down the EW aircraft. Get in trouble.
C-Wiz failed. Incoming.
The landed ship is under attack. Keep the enemy away from our ships.
Fox 2!
Harrier 2s have all been destroyed. Good job. Great work. I should have switched with Lanza.
Command duty officer. The approaching landing ship is to be considered hostile. Set it as your target.
Roger. Set primary target to hostile landing ship Puffin.
Our target is the captain of the Puffin, Robert Airy.
Captain.
Ah, you don't see it. Gunnery is about killing the people on board.
Detecting hostile barrage jamming. They brought EW aircraft. I'm displaying the jammed area on your radars.
Yes! This is the air combat I've been waiting for.
Launched.
Don't really care about the stuff. Just want a good fight, huh?
Fox 2. Fox 2.
The Reaper almost has him.
Bandit acquired. Look good.
Strata 1, target acquired.
Captain!
Party's just getting started.
Curse you, free strike!
Missile launched.
Past the third checkpoint. We're halfway there.
Hostile confirmed
From
destroyed.
Puffin to all ships. Change formation. Full speed ahead. Move in front of the landing ship Puffin. We're going to be their shield.
Effects of friendly ESM are negated inside the enemy's jamming zones. Be careful.
No magic allowed, huh?
We're gonna make sure it doesn't come to that.
My weakness is heavy saw 3 strikes. I can't stop you.
Trigger took down the enemy EW aircraft.
Damn it! Missile hit!
We're taking casualties.
Can't force them with our EW aircraft.
Strata 1, missile away.
Bandit is locked.
All aircraft be advised. Enemy strike fighters are on the approach. They're fullbacks, definitely faster than the ones before.
The pose a serious threat. Take them down.
Righto. Trigger, let's get this done quick.
You see the size of that sub? Why the hell was it not in action all this time?
Strider 1, Fox 2.
Strider 1 has killed a bandit.
We definitely hit a hornet's nest.
Your plane will ice up if you stay in there too long. Be advised, enemy aircraft nearing the landing ship.
Got a visual on the target submarine. This thing really is huge to be able to see it from here. Ready? Fire!
My missile's not homing in properly.
When in range of enemy jammers, missile lock-on and homing capabilities are reduced.
This is gonna be trouble.
Port side hit! Damage control!
This is bad. The damage is spreading.
Hard port! We can't cross the fleet fast! All personnel, abandon ship!
Look, another destroyer's been sunk.
That's it. Trigger splashed a fighter.
Target eliminated. Go to work.
Looks like we'll have that beast captured in no time.
They'll be happy to see us. It's been 2 years at the bottom of the ocean. They wouldn't want to go back to that.
I see 3 strikes. I'll kill you.
All aircraft be advised. 2 bogies on the approach. Aircraft type, Su-47.
Birkins. The ocean doesn't have many of those. Where'd they come from?
Hey, Rage, can I kill him now? I've waited long enough. Use the confusion to get on his 6. Like a true villain, huh? I like the way you think. Who's seeing on my tail? Taking fire! Woo! Idiots, ignore their illusions. Don't call me an idiot. I'd kill you if you weren't my brother.
The bogey shot down an Erusian bird.
What do you mean?
There are no more reinforcements. They must be hostile. You are clear to engage. Don't hesitate.
I'm gonna screw you up so bad.
Who are these guys?
They're neither Osean nor Erusian. They're just filthy bats.
Strider 1, missile away. Vehicle eliminated. Target destroyed.
Target has been destroyed.
Strider 1, AA gun destroyed. Strider 1, missile away. Target acquired.
Trigger has destroyed the target.
Strider 1, enemy behind you.
Vehicle confirmed destroyed.
Fox 2! Steady, boy. Locked on.
Going down, going down!
Missed!
Missile is closing. Strider 1, break!
Viking, can't get away from this rock.
Warning, enemy has a bead on you.
It's after me. Hang in there, Scream.
Strider 1, missile launched. In your tent, Trigger shot down.
Missile breaking! Alright, Scream, keep them hanging. Okie dokie.
So your aircraft won't destroy!
Do we get him? Not yet.
Strider 1, missile away. Receiving support from ESM. Additional hostiles confirmed. We're detecting surface-to-ship weapons teams around the sub. Eliminate them.
Hostiles just popped out of nowhere.
It's an ECM, type of saturation decoy.
Visually scan for the source.
Target acquired. 3 minutes remaining.
Can you take that, Rich? I'll take him down before we can figure out what I'm planning. Target hit! Target hit!
Missile away.
They got our EW aircraft!
Hostile ESM's gone! God. He's the real deal. That's why the pay's so good. I've always wanted to kill a man like you.
Fox 2.
Shake that enemy.
Be advised, enemy ground forces are preparing to strike.
after Trigger again.
What?
Trigger, missile inbound. Our allies are keeping them busy. Now's our chance to attack.
Anti-air station. Target enemy aircraft.
Did not connect.
Let's fight.
We gotta get Peter in now.
2 minutes
Damage
remaining.
control to CIC. The engines are intact. We're still good.
Missile hit.
They shut down Strider 1.
Here we go.
Do it with a bang. Understood.
Shit. What's up?
Friendly aircraft and EW aircraft will arrive 5 minutes late.
What?
Retreat and wait for backup.
Retreat not authorized. Gain air superiority at once. Trigger, what now?
Just 4 aircraft? Just talking nerves. Come on, it's time to find a real fighter pilot.
Trigger's already kicked off the game.
Going in. After Trigger.
All aircraft engage, weapons free.
Sir, you didn't tell us there was a change in the H hour.
Locked on.
I mean, our hot shot won't even last 5 minutes.
We've got tons of company above and below.
I don't need no Wiseman to fly.
Then prove it, Cal.
Righto.
Strider 1, missile launched.
Missed. On my target's tail.
Come and get me.
Target acquired.
Aim for the water effect. Target has been destroyed.
Enemy on your tail. Watch it.
Locked on. You're mine.
Hold tight. Just a little longer till the friendlies arrive.
Don't slow down. Being late is not an option.
My God. Well, look who we've got here. Planet I may be past our prime, but we're no pushovers. Yeehaw! Here we go, cowboys. Surround them.
Target shot down.
Let's see how good you are.
He has a lock on you.
One fly what you got for one last supper.
Strider 1, Fox 2.
That was a fine last fight, brother. See you later, cowboy.
Strider 1, engine splash.
You're good. But your plane's not doing you any favors.
Don't hit me. No way. I got my good luck charm with
Strider
me.
1, missile
Strider
launched.
Squadron. Enemy aircraft have begun their assault on the fleet. Swiftly secure our air superiority.
I know that, but we're outnumbered. Pushing back hard.
These guys are good. Let's another landing to the right. We're the last generation of fighter pilots. Show us what we can do.
It's not every day you're in a battle like this.
Strider 1,
Come on,
man
try
smashed.
me. Nobody's got more combat experience than we do.
Drop that. The flying calculators will never be enough to beat 3 strikes.
Being outnumbered is tougher than I thought.
Shut your trap and keep shooting.
Shit. Do it with a bang.
Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you.
I'm taking fire, but I can fly. Fox 2.
Help the boat, being tailed.
Keep course. A few sparks are to be expected.
Locked on. Missile! I have to evade!
Vehicle eliminated. Missile launched.
Only fire aircraft approaching the submarine. Leave the rest to our boys in the air.
This is Enchanter. We've entered the AO.
Yes, EW aircraft and Drake Squadron are here.
I didn't think you'd get her so quickly.
We're here, Jimmy.
The EW aircraft have strong ESM on board. They can improve your dogfighting capabilities by enhancing missile range, homing, and more.
Friendly hit. Brzezinski!
I'm down quite a few, but haven't even made a dent.
Target is
Shut
hit.
up. You see Trigger complaining?
Well, he doesn't talk much, but fine. Here I go.
Drake 5 engaging. Drake 8 engaging.
My wingman said we saw 100 strikes. Damn it, I can't stop
Flame
trembling.
will light up if you stay in there.
Drake Squadron, follow me. I'll show you how the pros do it.
Copy that. Show us what you got.
Breaking. Got 3 strikes in my sights. Ready to go out to run that moment of glory.
Drake 1 engaging. Drake 3 engaging.
I'm hit! Ah!
The party's just getting started.
Fox 2,
Enemy ejected. Send rescue!
entering ESM range.
Are you sure? Damn sure. It's 3 strikes.
1, target acquired.
Should have some room to time the
Trigger splash to hostile.
Good. The ESM's improving your aircraft's dogfighting capabilities.
Numbers alone won't win you dogfights. Incoming missile! We're targeted!
That would have been way too close if it wasn't for Trigger.
Attack hit. Bandit is still alive.
Go to Whiteout! Get it off! They got me! Bailing out!
Rescues would be difficult out here.
Welcome here. So many partners to dance with.
Okay, I quit. Not counting the numbers anymore.
Receiving support from the SM.
Got ice on my wings. This is Sigurd 1. 3 and 4 head to 305. Pincer attack. Sigurd 3, Wilco, 4, tail me. Highlight your room with the plane.
Trigger, I'm seeing advanced stealth fighters.
SG-57s, highly capable planes. Stay on your toes if you engage them.
Pincer's hit!
No me! I'll show you what no UAV can copy.
Thanks, Trigger.
Friendly lost.
Multiple aircraft approaching this airspace. They're Harriers.
Any moves to attack our fleet must be stopped.
All right.
Entering ESM range.
Don't let them get to a chanter.
I don't even have time for a snack on this operation.
I'm on my target.
Just wait, I'll get you a break in a second.
Thanks.
That bird over there flies pretty well. Didn't think pilots of that caliber were still around.
Drake 6, Fox 2.
Oh, they sure brought a lot of friends.
Put them off.
Target acquired.
A fight. Breaking away.
Keep your eyes on 3 strikes. You might learn a thing or two. Roger.
Strider 1, Fox 3. Be advised, enemy aircraft nearing the landing ship. Harrier destroyed. Nice work. Those fighters are after the fleet. Take care of the rest.
No control. Returning to base.
Strider 1,
Don't
missile
forget
away.
to tell the mechanics who seem to have a problem every time Police Strike shows
Still
up.
active.
Enemy missile detonated in the waters on the port side. Oh, God. Get ahead, Mike.
We're not fighting UAVs. It's just as hard on them as it is on us.
Harrier 2s have all been destroyed. Good job. Great work.
Break the coordination.
Command duty officer. The approaching landing ship is to be considered hostile. Set it as your target.
Roger. Set primary target to hostile landing ship Puffin.
Our target is the captain of the Puffin, Robin Airy.
Captain.
Ah, you don't see it. Gunnery is about killing the people on board.
Detecting hostile barrage jamming. They brought EW aircraft. I'm displaying the jammed area on your radars.
You see the size of that sub? Why the hell was it not in action all this time?
My missile's not homing in properly.
When in range of enemy jammers, missile lock-on and homing capabilities are reduced.
This is gonna be trouble.
Trigger took down the enemy EW aircraft.
Bandit invaded attack. Trying again. I can target it the moment I try to close in on their ships. They're only human. They'll tire out soon enough.
Trigger, you're being jammed. Stay alert.
Not done, Bandit. Attacking.
Keep an eye on your rear.
Guys are well trained. Strider 1, break that lock.
On my target's back. Time to punch through.
We passed the 3rd checkpoint. We're halfway there. From Puffin to all ships. Change formation. Full speed ahead. Move in front of the landing ship Puffin. We're going to be their shield.
All aircraft be advised. Enemy strike fighters are on the approach. They're fullbacks, definitely faster than the ones before.
Pose a serious threat. Take them down.
Righto. Trigger, let's get this done quick. Come at me, bro. Catch me if you can.
Yes! It's the air combat I've been waiting for. Y'all don't really care about the sub and just want a good fight, huh?
Lock on. Another enemy aircraft approaching our ship.
Strider 1, locked on target. You're in the enemy's jamming zone.
Ready?
Fox
Fire!
3. Effects of friendly ESM are negated inside the enemy's jamming zones. Be careful.
No magic allowed, huh?
We're gonna make sure it doesn't come to that.
Seawiz failed. Incoming.
The landing ship is under attack. Keep the enemy away from our ships.
Target eliminated. Go to work.
Looks like we'll have that beast captured in no time.
They'll be happy to see us. Spent 2 years at the bottom of the ocean. They wouldn't want to go back to that.
I see 3 strikes. I'll kill you.
All aircraft be advised. 2 bogies on the approach. Aircraft type Su-47.
Burkitts? Arusha doesn't have many of those. Where'd they come from?
Hey, Rage, can we kill him now? I've waited long enough.
Use the confusion to get all this 6.
Like a true villain, huh? I like the way you think.
I'm seeing on my tail. Taking fire!
Woo!
You idiots, ignore their illusions.
Don't call me an idiot. I'd kill you if you weren't my brother.
Bogey shot down an Erusian bird.
What do you mean?
There are no more reinforcements. They must be hostile. You are cleared to engage. Don't hesitate.
Receiving support from ESM.
Who are these guys?
They're neither Osean nor Erusian. They're just filthy bats.
Strutter 1, missile launched.
Launch it! Bandit, on your tail!
Locked on Bandit. Strider 1, Bandit is down. Keep it up.
Get him. I'm gonna surely look so bad.
Hostiles just popped out of nowhere. It's an ECM, type of saturation decoy.
Visually scan for the source.
Hostile.
I'm on his back.
Entering ESM range.
Bullseye.
Take that, Rage.
All right, Scream. Keep them hanging.
Okie dokie. He hit me, damn it! That bastard hit me!
Return the favor. Kill that 3 strikes.
I'll kill why. You're dead.
Enemy has a lock. Strider 1, on your tail.
I'll kill you. You bastard!
Launch it! Bandit, on your tail!
Die!
On you.
I'll kill you.
Your aircraft moves too slow.
Friendly command lost!
I'll kill you. You'll pay for this 3 strikes.
Strider 1, Bandit on your 6.
Trigger hit the target.
Good, you're seeing right through their illusions.
I've got a lock.
Shit. Scream, we're pulling out. We can't take down 3 strikes with damaged planes.
God damn it!
Lock 2.
3 strikes, I will have you. You will die!
Additional hostiles confirmed. We're detecting surface-to-ship weapons teams around the sub. Eliminate them.
Hey, those filthy bats are on the run. Let them go. Secure air superiority and protect your allies.
Wilco.
That's what I like to see.
Their rings are thinning. At last, the light at the end of the tunnel. Continue with your mission.
We've got this. 3 strikes in a squadron are with us.
Strider 1, missile launched. Target is down. Target is in range of guns. All ground targets destroyed.
This takes away the enemy's surface-to-ship capabilities. Fine work, Trigger.
Bandit sighted. Break right now!
They're not retreating. That submarine must be in the world to them.
Strata 1, target acquired.
Box 2.
Missile away. 3 minutes remaining.
Anti-air station. Target enemy aircraft.
Target is hit.
Our wings are iced up. Stay in formation. Protect the landing ship at all costs. Shield it with your lives. Enemy has the lock.
Strider 1, target destroyed.
A friendly shot down the Su-34 approaching the fleet. We owe you one.
Captain, they're ready for takeoff, sir. They're prepared to sacrifice their lives to carry the cargo. Captain.
Minds are about to be snuffed out in senseless cruelty. How many must we sacrifice to win the rest?
Captain, it's 3 strikes and his crew. They've tied down the enemy bird. Our men just might make it through.
Launched.
The supercapacitor is charged.
Great.
Strider 1 is
Target in sight.
bandit.
Main gun manned and ready.
I don't know so many of our fighters.
Enemy is
locked on. Break away.
2 minutes remaining. Target is in range of guns.
Bravo!
Target acquired.
Hear that submarine with you.
Missile away. Missile did not connect.
Strider 1, got a bandit.
Receiving support from ESM.
On him. We're in trouble, Strider 1.
We can destroy the landing ship. We can sink the planes along with it.
Missile away.
Fox 2. I'm fighting.
Nice kill!
1 minute
Let the
remaining.
LRSSG take care of the enemy aircraft. I'm on my target's tail.
Strider 1, missile launched.
Trigger, enemy has a lock on you.
Fox 2. You evaded it. Damn it.
Strider 1, locked on target. Strider 1, Fox 2.
Good job.
Alicorn, do you copy? We cannot stop the approaching enemy landing ship. Scuttle the sub immediately.
Fools. As of now, this boat no longer belongs to the Erusian military.
What do you say?
Don't you see?
Puffin, this is Longcaster. Enemy's resistance is dwindling and we've almost secured air superiority.
Copy, copy. Commencing capture operation.
The rest is all yours, Captain. Now I can finally have my sausage rolls.
That's the kind of food you eat up there?
Of course, anything other than finger food would get in the way of my duties.
That clearly wasn't what she meant. Took longer than I expected. I'll be leaving now. You take command from here on.
Well done, pilot.
Then flow ahead, both engines.
Bring it ashore. From landing ship Puffin to all active units. Enemy submarine has started moving.
Commence firing.
Main guns commence fire.
Bearing 180, cruising at 5 knots. Movement on the deck. It's their aircraft.
Alicorn fired on her with the railguns. The landing ship's on fire. It's gonna sink.
Confirming launch of submarine-based aircraft. 4 bird. It appears one of them is carrying a cruise missile.
What?
What in the world?
What happened?
Listen up. You need to take that bird down. Hurry!
Patch me in. Do you hear me? David North here. There's a possibility the cruise missile is a WMD.
Shit!
Hey, what about the submarine?
We've got to help our ship first.
Don't lose them. Shoot them down.
Shit!
Open vents. Fill all ballast tanks. Full speed ahead once we're underway.
Trigger's caught up to them.
Scrap them, Trigger.
Enemy submarine is going under.
Shit.
That monster will roam the oceans.
Heed my words.
20,000 meters until the aircraft exits the AO.
This boat needs to end this hideous war in a definitive effort against America.
Captain!
Come on!
We seek not a conflict, but rather a restoration of balance and judgment.
Bend it down.
And it will be done with reason from beginning to end. The world shall be horrified by the number of lives we will take. Only then will they let go of their weapons. Weapons that have taken the lives of 10 million.
I can tell he's insane. Press the radio.
To uphold the honor of our nation and its military. This is meant to be one of my superiors.
10,000 meters until the aircraft exits the AO.
Yeah.
Salvation!
Target's destruction confirmed.
Seems he was down by 3 strikes.
The damn bastard ruined it.
Captain,
Don't you see? He walked all over it with his dirty boots, over the crisp white sheets of my bed that I had just made. Let's have him assist in the next plan. It'll make a fine sideshow for our scheme to kill 1 million people. Or was it the plan to save 10 million lives, Command Duty Officer? Here we go!
The operation has been completed. Stand by for further orders.
Hold on. We still don't know who those bats were. Why were they after Trigger? They were using Osea's radio frequency. You mean they're on our side?
Impossible. They didn't respond to our IFF. Or maybe they were there to settle a personal score. There's nothing unusual about being shot in the back by an ally.
Guess it might have been that way where we came from, but you know what I'm saying, Trigger?
Everyone, here's a question.
That's enough. Remove him from the call.
Wait, don't hang up on me yet. How did they know that we had intelligence on their weapons of mass destruction? They never would have taken such actions if they didn't know.
They have a spy.
Better to be suspicious than not, I suppose.
At the very least, we'll have to assume from here on out that they know everything that we do.
Another question, Alex. Captain Mateus Torres, the captain of the Alicorn. What is his goal?
There are 21 likely targets. The number of main routes
Wrong.
to the targets is 2,405.
You're being too logical.
Want me to define main?
Alex, can you be more sensory?
What do you mean?
Make me a collage of Torres' quotes. Work freely. Keep my hypothesis in mind.
Life taken by cheap kills of forward projectional sea power.
No good.
No good.
Alex. All right, let's go on. Try to be a little more sensuous.
Monstrous, 16,752. And salvation of passivity.
Okay.
Vulgarity of 6 per minute. A forward security.
Good.
Will of nuclear retaliation on death. 160 millimeter guidance where massacre is placed by mass planning.
More logically.
Salvation of 10 million. An elegant massacre upon the Cage continents.
Stop. That's correct, or is it?
David, I've built a model of Captain Torres and 3 strikes. Based on your hypothesis and mission parameters
from the past, I ran a precision combat simulation. But it failed.
Bummer. Why didn't it work?
Reasons in sensuous order are... 1. Your hypothesis is trash. 2. The parameters you gave me are trash.
Did I do something to tick you off?
3. Captain Torres is a singularity.
So the values diverge. But what about this one? 4. 3 strikes is a singularity.
That's outside the confidence interval. The possibility that it's 1, 2, or 3 is 99%.
What?
Significance is high.
Try this. This is 3 Strike's data before he's assigned to the LRSSG.
The Erusian military is gathering its remaining naval forces at Anchorhead Bay. Apparently, they're even bringing in ships from the Mothball fleet. This is probably to reinforce their naval power in preparation for the showdown in Farbanti. We've received intel that the Alicorn will also be joining them.
From which source, Brigadier General? There's a possibility the Alicorn's former crew have been tasked with sabotage.
Your job is to analyze the enemy's weaponry. From now on, speak only when authorized. I don't hear a response.
May I be authorized to speak first, sir?
When we're done, I'll be talking to your superiors. Here's your mission. LRSSG is to raid Anchorhead, carry out airstrikes on Anchor Bay to the north and Dockyard Bay to the south, inflicting all possible damage. If we can strip the port of its naval functions, we can also prevent the submarine from joining forces.
The area around Anchorhead is Erusian territory. To delay hostile detection, you will sortie in small numbers and make your way in at super low altitudes.
Small sortie. Who's going?
Count, Lanza, Hujan, and Trigger. 4 aircraft from Strider Squadron will be deployed.
Well, all right, I got this.
To cover our lack of numbers, we're giving you plenty of opportunities to resupply. Look here. We've set up multiple return lines. Make full use of them to resupply and change armaments. Also note that the enemy will not be able to mount a defense immediately after detecting them. Use this window to destroy high-threat targets. That should make things much easier for you.
It should also raise the survival rate.
Survival rate, huh?
The element of surprise and resupplying are the key. Beyond that, I just need a couple of pilots who will stick to my orders. We don't need an ace to succeed. Got anything to say? Good.
Brigadier General.
That is all.
David, go on.
Let me share the career of Mateus Torres, captain of the submarine Alicorn. Does anyone know how his people hailed him?
A bit unfair to provide us with next to no hints, don't you think?
Fair enough. The hero of Cumberth Harbor is the answer. He was the captain of the battleship Tanager at the time of the Continental War. It led Aegir Fleet, the Invincible Armada. But when the fleet was destroyed at Cumberth Harbor, so was his ship.
Yet, he's the hero?
He was able to bring most of his crew home with accurate damage control and precise evacuation orders. Then there's the accident with the Alicorn. Many believe that if they stay with him, they'll live. Transfer from surface to underwater is unusual. However, considering his skill and reputation, along with the fact that the Alicorn is no ordinary submarine, it all makes sense.
It'll be a difficult mission to carry out with 4 aircraft. Still, I'd like to add one more to the mission conditions.
What, you want to make it even harder?
I want a 100% survival rate for the sortie. Any other number and the mission will be considered a failure.
Strider Squadron, proceed to runway. Sortie ASAP.
I can almost touch the water.
Altitude restriction lifted. Begin up.
The food at this party served buffet style. Pick whatever dish you like before the host mounts a resistance.
Wilco, I'll eat their hearts out.
Sorry, Trigger, but the juicy targets are all mine.
Emergency! 4 bogeys! ETA 2 minutes!
Already here! Where's the attack coming from?
Nice, Trigger. There's no enemy movement yet.
Gobble up all the high-value targets. Forget about your manners.
Never had any of those to begin with.
Had to stay behind last time. This is gonna be a walk in the park. It's a good warm-up to get back in the game.
Brigadier General Clemens, about 3 strikes. You sure we'll get a positive result this time?
Yes, Lieutenant General Shepard. Operation Dominoes is going as planned.
Strider 1, Fox 2.
Everybody, give me a status report! Enemy aircraft flying low above the harbor. Keep bringing them down.
Strider 1, locked on target.
If we let them go, they'll be on our asses later. So don't hold back. Strider 4, Fox 2.
General quarters! General quarters!
Resistance from enemy air defenses confirmed. Keep on dining. Just don't pay for it.
Righto!
Begin firing SAMs! Fools! They think they've already won. Now's our chance.
Now time for a counterstrike.
I should have brought my air-to-ground missiles.
The bombs would work fine. You'll wipe them out with one hit.
Strider 1, target
The enemy's
destroyed.
carrying bombs! Pretty one-sided.
Got it.
Prioritize anti-air combat preparations or we're leaving the port. Ships to gather.
Sir, there's a few of them, but they've done damage to the port and ships.
Command won't accept this report. Do whatever it takes to shoot them down.
Trigger, get on the return line if you need to. There's no need to wait until you've emptied your weapons bay.
There aren't that many. Aim carefully and take them down. Enemy has a lock. Fire all guns as soon as they're ready. Back to your station. Get the radar up and running.
How many are there? Like 1,000 enemies against the 4 of us?
Whistle away.
You probably need to multiply that by 10. That's fine by me.
Well then, let's make them pay with the ones we left behind.
Take out the ones huddled
Clear out the
together.
port immediately. We're sitting ducks. Ahead. We're nothing but sitting ducks
30%
right
of
now.
observed enemy forces destroyed.
Great. Keep it up.
We ain't done eating yet. Ain't that right, Trigger?
Why has the enemy taken so little damage? Drop a long line to hit something.
Prioritize high-threat targets and groups of hostiles. Be generous with your special weaponry as well.
Trigger, don't push your luck on a damaged aircraft. Get on the return line if you need to.
How many ships in port are still operational? Ludicrous. They'll fill the port with scrap metal at this rate.
Had him to shut him up.
Half our ships have either been sunk or stalled. Somebody do something about those bastards up there.
Lieutenant General Shepard, we have a status report. 50% of the enemy forces have been neutralized.
That's mostly the work of 3 strikes. Suggested an operation that doesn't rely on our ace pilots. You won't have many on board unless you can convince them that they don't need 3 strikes.
Yes, sir.
Lost contact with the 2nd platoon.
Strider 1 was shot down.
I can almost touch the water.
Altitude restriction lifted. Begin up.
The food at this party served buffet style. Pick whatever dish you like before the host mounts a resistance.
Wilco, I'll eat their hearts out.
Sorry, Trigger, but the juicy targets are all mine.
Emergency! 4 bogeys! ETA 2 minutes!
They're already here. Where's the attack coming from?
Nice, Trigger. There's no enemy movement yet.
Gobble up all the high-value targets. Forget about your manners.
Never had any of those to begin with.
Had to stay behind last time. This is gonna be a walk in the park. It's a good warm-up to get back in the game.
30% of observed enemy forces destroyed.
Great. Keep it up.
We ain't done eating yet. Ain't that right, Trigger?
General Clemens, about 3 strikes. You sure we'll get a positive result this time?
Yes, Lieutenant General Shepard. Operation Dominoes is going as planned.
We lost contact with the 2nd platoon. If they're gone, that means we have less than half our forces left. Well, we have our fires up there.
Resistance from enemy air defense is confirmed. Keep on dining. Just don't pay for it.
Righto!
Begin firing SAMs! Fools! They think they've already won. Now's our chance. Now time for a counterstrike. Anti-air combat preparations over leaving the port.
Sir, there's a few of them, but they've done damage to the port and ship.
Command won't accept this report. Do whatever it takes to shoot them down.
All right. We've wiped out most of their forces in the urban area.
I still see some ships moving. Trigger, let's go for those.
There's no need to go through the whole menu. Focus on the juicier targets.
Roger that. Here we go, Trigger. Should have brought my air-to-ground missiles.
A bomb would work fine. You'll wipe them out with one hit. If we can get him here, we'll be able to save a lot of boys in Farvanti.
Okay.
Don't let him leave the fort.
Aegis vessel Thalassa has been destroyed. The enemy's AA capability should be greatly reduced.
We're keeping minimum personnel on board for damage control. Negative. All personnel abandon ship. Check ship like this.
Trigger, don't push your luck on a damaged aircraft. Get on the return line if you need to.
How many ships in port are still operational?
Interest just damage, but likely off the top.
Ludicrous. They'll fill the port with scrap metal at this rate.
Trigger, get on the return line if you need to. There's no need to wait until you've emptied your weapons bay.
Why is the enemy taking so little damage? Drop a bomb blind and hit something.
Resupply.
Prioritize high-threat targets and groups of hostiles. Be generous with your special weaponry as well.
Lieutenant General Shepard, we have a status report. 50% of the enemy forces have been neutralized.
It's mostly the work of 3 strikes. Just an operation that doesn't rely on our ace pilots. You won't have many on board unless you can convince them that you don't need 3 strikes.
Yes, sir.
Package away.
This is Tucker 04, requesting airstrike on the helicopter carrying our target. Target is Vice Chief of Naval Ops, Rear Admiral Samuel Prynne, sending coordinates.
All aircraft, we've data linked the intel we've received from our recon team. If you have a visual on the target, shoot it down.
Have our ships in the port stalled. Somebody do something about those bastards up there.
Radio chatter in that area has quieted down. Try a different location, Trigger. It looks like there are delicacies on other tables as well.
Taking heavy return fire.
Lanza has the southern port to himself. Don't think he could go it alone.
Strider 1, this is Control. Strider 1, this is Control Tower. The runway is clear?
Trigger, let's go!
This is Shepard. Seems 3 strikes is showing a stellar performance. Osea has much need of him. That is the unanimous conclusion of those in this room, Brigadier General. Certainly not the result I'd predicted.
I'm sorry, sir.
All hostile ships in the vicinity have been destroyed.
Awesome. Keep it up, Trigger. Going for another attack run.
Came in for a picnic, found ourselves in a marathon. I thought you said this was gonna be a walk in the park?
You take walks to, well, walk. But a picnic, you have to eat.
You don't have to tell me which you prefer. There's a shipyard over there.
This port is home to multiple enemy fleets. Probably too much for Lanza's poor stomach.
Damn straight. Trigger, Cal, lend me a hand, will ya? Don't let your guard down, guys. 100% survival rate. Let's go!
Yeah, we're all going home together.
Sorry, guys. Your cruise has been canceled.
I'm not bailing yet.
Strata 1, target acquired.
Target destroyed. Trigger's wiped out the enemy's AA guns.
Good. Friendly should have an easier time attacking ground targets.
That's a lot of ships lost. We're gonna make a fortune once the war's over. Buy stock in salvage companies while you can.
We can't see your white flags from up here, you know.
Target eliminated. Confirming additional hostile ground forces. Forward MiG-31's approaching. They're fast. These guys are interceptors. Bearing 310, altitude 2000.
Flight time until our rear catches up. Stay back. You're not equipped for air-to-air. We still got machine guns. Engaging. Damn it. Where are reinforcements?
I'm actually getting used to flying like Trigger.
Target acquired. Missile inbound. Missile inbound.
Enemy's got a lock. Missile closing. Say goodbye. Fox 2. Fox 2.
Bombs away. Strutter 1. Missile launched. Bandits coming from the northwest. They're in large numbers. 8 Su-37s.
War fighters incoming at super low altitudes from bearing 015. Have a report that 3 strikes is among them. Have no further intel. Sorry, we couldn't protect the port.
Roger that. Leave the rest to us. Ask Squadron, E-Heel Squadron, clear to engage. Lose control. Returning to base.
Strutter 1. Target destroyed.
You always have aircraft while 3 strike strikes is around. Stay with me. No joke. I have lost control.
This is Tucker 04 requesting airstrike. Sending coordinates.
Already bought us time. Don't waste it.
All aircraft. The performance is disappointing. Pick it up. The attack will fail.
Let's go help the survivors.
Missile! Evading! Locked on!
All right. Am I back?
Return to operation area.
Looks like we're late to the party.
Maintain
They
course
put
if
a
you want
number
to
on
get
our
back to
ally.
resupply. Hostile ships approaching from the southeast. It's a large fleet with Aegis vessel Metas and battleship Dysnomia numbering among them.
We have to fight a pristine fleet? After all that?
Let's do this.
Bridge to CIC.
Multiple smoke plumes from the port. If it weren't for the bad weather, we would have been caught in there. Prepare for anti-air combat.
Arthur drone has reached the target.
Captain, we're starting the guided artillery fire drill.
Command duty officer, what do you think will turn a drill into a real war? You don't see it, do you? It's imagination. So use your imagination, my fellow submariners. A single shell will save 10 million lives.
Begin drill. Ready for anti-air combat. Anti-air combat. You're gonna regret not being Arthur Frick.
Strider 1. Bombs away. Strider 1. Target destroyed. Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you.
Behind the enemy.
Evading!
Bandit evaded attack. Trying again.
Maintain course to return for resupply. Missile launched.
Here it comes. Wait for impact.
Strider 1. Bombs away.
Rising from Anchor Bay and Tokyo Bay.
Break! Push it! Missile inbound!
Strider 1. Target acquired. Additional UAVs on radar.
Pretty shabby for a reinforcement.
Stay sharp. There's something amiss.
Maintain course to return for resupply.
Strider 1, enemy has...
Strider 1, this is... Strider 1, this is...
Enemy's got a lock.
Locked on!
Enemy aircraft heading straight for our ship.
Warning. Incoming high-speed projectile.
Projectile?
It's a terminal guidance. Get away from that UAV.
What do you mean?
Contact imminent.
Salvation!
Impact at the UAV's coordinates.
Shit, I'm hit.
What? What happened?
More on the way.
What in the world?
You alright?
Fire incoming. Distance 50,000. It's adjusting its course.
Trigger, get away from it.
Distance 30,000. Contact imminent.
Trigger, you hanging in there?
Picture it. Salvation. The death of a million is a necessity.
Analysis shows the projectile was a railgun shell. We're currently determining the launch site.
They're shooting from beyond the horizon. That's why they need the UAV for terminal guidance.
We'll data link the predicted explosion radius from now on.
Damn it. You're telling me to leave my teammates behind?
Lucian, head back. I want that 100% survival rating.
Roger that. I'm pulling out.
We got the rest covered.
I'm counting on you.
Gotcha, pal.
Strider 1, locked on target.
That's it, UAV.
Maintain course to return for resupply.
I've got a sitting duck here.
Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you. Projectile exploded in the distance. Must be a failsafe.
Bingo. Looks like we found a solution.
All right, all aircraft, follow Trigger's example if you can.
Hell, that's easy for you to say.
Good. We've reduced enough of the enemy forces. Job well done.
Prime rib and truffle soup sure were good. But hold on, lunchtime's not over yet. Go grab some desserts.
I knew you'd say that.
All hostile ships in the vicinity have been destroyed.
Duck here.
Detecting shell in flight. 10 seconds to contact. Taking on this much naval power is an astonishing feat.
Imagine. Strider 1, this is... Strider 1, this is Control Tower.
4 aircraft destroyed the entire port? This means we're dominating.
It's not a hallucination, it's a nightmare!
Tucker 04 to Lancaster. We need you to attack the designated heli.
Hostile has a lock!
Deliverance!
Strider 1, locked on target.
Target confirmed down.
3 minutes remaining.
Captain Alonso Terrigo gone. Aegis vessel Thalassa won't be much of a threat.
Strider 1, missile launched. Detecting shell in flight. 10 seconds to contact. Railgun shell lost its target.
Got ice on my wings.
Missile launched. Maintain course to return for resupply. Bandit down.
Must be that 3 strikes guy who wrote his squadron I'm talking about.
Imagine.
Target confirmed down. In 10 years, Vice Commander of the 7th Destroyer Squadron, Tom Von Lee, will be in charge of the emerging Navy. Well, would have been, actually.
Open your eyes. Trick 6.
3 strikes is performing well above our expectations.
Oh, you sound downright ecstatic. All right, Trigger, let's go get him.
Projectile detected. 10 seconds to contact. Impact, now!
Box 2.
Enemy has a lock on you.
Locked on Bandit.
Locked on Bandit. Attacking.
Target acquired. Missile launched. Detecting enemy air reinforcements on radar. Enemy shell detected. 10 seconds to contact. Maintain course if you want to go back to resupply. 1 minute remaining.
Valkyrie, this is Cortland. Package eggs are ready and waiting. Down 2.
2 with a million lives each.
Also, this is around the military. 3 strikes in the sky is a sign of a new omen.
3 strikes. He lacks the drive.
This one's mine.
Imagine you're just about to be killed. Why am I going to be killed, you ask? The captain wanted to steal from you, to torment you, to burn you, to cut you apart. These were your sins, your actions, and your vengeance. There has to be a reason. 3 strikes has none of that. I do. Do you see, Command Duty Officer?
Target was not struck.
Anyhow.
Maintain course to return for resupply.
Missile! Evading!
Strider 1, this is Control Tower. Strider 1, this is Control Tower.
Hostile has a lock!
I don't need any missiles to my time.
Well done. We've managed to hit the Erusian Navy's fleet and command structure pretty hard.
That was definitely a free lunch if there ever was one.
Mission complete. Return to base. Withdraw from the operation airspace. You completed the mission, but it's not done until you return home.
Arrogant bastard. Stand by. Warning. 2 bogies inbound. Bearing 090. SU-47s.
Lanza! Missile! Behind you! Lanza!
Strider 3 is hit.
Good. Now we have less goons to deal with. Do it, Scream. That's those damn bats.
Engage to let Strider 3 escape. We're calling off the withdrawal.
Both of you, watch out for their missiles. The missile alert didn't go off in time. Hit me as soon as I heard it.
It may be that the enemy's missiles have stealth capabilities. Their missiles may hit you immediately after your missile alert goes off.
So that's the trick. Calling out to unidentified aircraft. Cease combat immediately and withdraw. What the?
Brigadier General Clemens is radioing enemy aircraft on Ocean channels.
Too late. Trigger's already started. I repeat, withdraw.
Don't want anyone thinking we screwed up. 3 strikes is going down.
They're responding. You goddamn idiots.
You call me an idiot again, I'll kill you.
Your siblings can go to hell together. Brother and sister?
That'd be 3 strikes.
Good, you're on their 6. It's 2 on 2, Trigger. We can't lose.
Sorry, wuss, but you don't count. It's 2 on 1.
Who you calling a wuss?
Shit.
Enemy shell detected. 10 seconds to contact. The bats seem to have enhanced their ECM capabilities.
Righto. Take point. They're trying to make you chase one so the other can get on your ass.
Well, you heard us 3 strikes. We're here to take you down.
Fire!
I'm on him. Fire. Damn, I missed.
Scream to it.
Missile launched.
Who's your target?
Projectile detected. 10 seconds to contact. Landed on your 6.
Locked on. I've never been chased so hard by a man. Fox 2. Enemy's got a lock.
Keep firing.
Fire!
Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you.
Take point.
Target acquired.
Trigger, you gotta watch your own back.
Strider 1, landed on your tail.
Being targeted by 3 strikes.
You know, you should tell me when it hurts.
You're the one who'll be screaming for help.
Firing.
Strider 1, missile launched.
Nearly got me there.
Detecting shell in flight. 10 seconds to contact.
You're not retreating, and neither will you. We end this here.
And we'll be the last ones flying.
I'm on him.
Missile away. Marker drone down. Projectile guidance terminated.
I'm gonna screw you over!
Trigger, change frequency. They're eavesdropping on us as we speak.
Right. Now it's just the two of us on the line. Trigger, those damn bats are looking for a pincer attack. If one comes for my ass, you take him down.
You did it, Trigger!
You idiot! Stay focused! Take down 3 strikes! I told you not to go, you idiot!
Only one left. We run them down together. But the death blow will be from you, Trigger.
There may only be one left, but don't let your guard down.
Let's finish this once and for all, Trigger.
Railgun shell lost its target.
I can't do this alone! You're so smart! You know that?
No need to feel sorry about it, Trigger.
No! I can't do anything! Not on my own! No!
Target acquired. Don't let the enemy's emotions make you lose your cool.
I don't pity him, not one bit.
I don't want to live! Kill me!
The girl's gone from crazy to bonkers.
Just kill me, 3 strikes!
That's a hit. We got the bat.
Take that, asshole!
Unidentified aircraft, eject. Eject now.
No! I know we're just going to have a room, so I'm going to be all alone again, and I'll be waiting for you to do 3 strikes. 3 strikes!
The bat's blip has disappeared from our radar. At that altitude, it likely has crashed.
Serves them right. Yes. The problem has been eliminated.
Pitch angle at +2 degrees.
Meet us at the drop-off point. 3 strikes has removed all Strangler Erusian forces. That did make for a good sideshow.
I have no doubt that the plan to save 10 million lives will lead Erusia to true victory.
Stop thinking so small. It's salvation on a far grander scale.
I can almost touch the water.
Fusion, no, stop it! Hey, chill.
Fusion, stand down! Sit!
Shit, my cola.
The fleet at Anchorhead was eliminated, and we prevented the submarine from joining forces. The unidentified aircraft were shot down too. The mission was a complete success.
Complete success, my ass.
Brigadier General, it sure seemed to me like the bats knew you pretty damn well.
You seem to be confused. Report in for a medical check. We'll decide if you're still fit for service based on the examinations.
Cut it!
That's enough! Get the MP!
He's right. Get the MP.
Vice Chairman Edwards of the Joint Chiefs of Staff?
The Alicorn slipped into Anchorhead Bay after the mission was completed, using the confusion for cover. It resupplied quickly and escaped unharmed. Their goal was not to join forces. It was to resupply using the window we created by chasing away the Erusian forces. We did their bidding, albeit unknowingly. But the problem runs deeper than our lack of tactical acumen. Analyst North, explain for us.
Of the crew caught in the submarine accident, 330 men made it back alive. Of them, 300 are still on the sub today. Our intel has led us to believe that some or all of the 30 men who left the sub are now working as agents for the Alicorn. Sabotage, espionage, cyber propaganda, Dissemination of false intel. Brigadier General, do you recognize the name Edgar Saxon, or Zool, as he used to go by? He is a former member of the Alicorn's crew, and your source of intel.
You are a fool, Brigadier General Clemens. Not only that, the radio communications during the mission suggest you are a traitor.
Sir, if you check with Lieutenant General Shepard, you'll understand that this is all just a misunderstanding.
The Lieutenant General claims you were responsible for handling all aspects of the mission. Now, let me say that again. Get the MP.
No need for that. Piece of shit.
We've acquired important intel from the mission. For example, the shells from long-range anti-air fire came in on depressed trajectories. Look, the estimated energy output of the railgun is 500 megajoules at least. Fired at minimum energy trajectory, range is over 3,000. They hit a powerful rail cannon aside from their main guns.
It's almost like Stonehenge. A mobile Stonehenge.
And also, this. The Alicorn was in harbor at Anchorhead for approximately 10 minutes. They couldn't have loaded SLBMs. They loaded something smaller.
Smaller?
What is smaller and yet a powerful weapon?
Tactical nukes.
Close. The answer is tactical nuclear shells.
Nuclear shells?
No way.
Hey, he got that question right.
Nah, I missed the shell part.
Quiet.
They'll likely attack our bases on the East Coast.
Their target's ORED, the Osean capital.
They want a nuclear war?
Here's a question. What's a situation where nuclear deterrence doesn't work?
Quiz guy, I've had enough of this.
Oh, only if terrorists have the nukes.
Correct.
Damn, Scald.
Hey, I'm good at trivia games.
But we're after an Erusian submarine, not terrorists.
No, he's right. HQ tells me Erusia's justification is that the Alicorn mutinied. As such, the Erusian military cannot be held responsible for the submarine's actions.
Damn.
So they intend on dropping a nuke on the Osean capital of ORED.
Here's a question for you, Analyst. Just exactly who are we fighting?
Correct term is terrorist, or irregular military, but I have a different name for them. An enemy to be stopped at all costs.
Correct.
Some individuals are exempt from rules that should apply to everyone. A hero is suddenly a risk factor the moment the war is over. So you murder him. Crude, but effective. In reality, they've no need for living heroes, just dead ones. Here's a question, Alex. Can we stop Captain Mateus Torres?
Depends on if you treat the captain or 3 strikes as a singularity.
Both are. What happens when 2 singularities exist on the same field?
That requires 7 months calculation with current resources.
We'll just have to trust the guys in the field.
David, evacuate.
No, I still have to finish up here. The Erusian military finally sent part of the Alicorn specs. Its basic capabilities listed here were as we predicted. What's interesting is this over here. In addition to main guns, they have a 600mm 128 caliber rail cannon. The barrel exceeds 70 meters. Its range is over 3,000 kilometers. That matches what we calculated from the bombardment on Anchorhead Bay. The mini nuke they seem to have obtained has a yield of 1 kiloton. It'll destroy anything within a 400-meter radius of ground zero. Casualties are to be in the tens of thousands.
I know some things are better left unsaid, but let me say it. That's less damage than I expected.
Nice catch. Do you remember this speech?
This vote has the means to end this hideous war in a definitive and elegant manner. The world shall be horrified by the number of lives we will take. Only then will they let go of their weapons. Weapons that would have taken the lives of 10 million.
The imagery invoked by those words and the actual predicted damage just don't match.
So, here's a question.
Sorry, got no quizzes for you today. They will launch the nuke on September 19th.
Why are you so sure?
Because that's the anniversary of the end of the Continental War. Anti-war demonstrations and victory parades are in full swing in ORED. There's about 1 million participants in total. That number will rise on the anniversary. However, this nuke isn't that powerful. They'd have to thread through the eye of a needle to achieve their desired result.
Terminal guidance would be needed.
Right. How do they intend to achieve it when even GPS won't work?
You're all thinking too much. If we sink the submarine, it's problem solved.
Crude, but effective.
Crude?
All right, look at this. The Alicorn's expected course. We know it was off Anchorhead Bay, and it has to get to ORED within range before September 19th. They must avoid being detected by OSEA and its allies' sound surveillance system and ships. Taking into account its maximum operating depth, this is the only possible route. The Alicorn will move along the Azalea Seamount chain and reach a rather blandly named body of water called PX-8443. The waters here are shallow due to an undersea mountain range and nearby islands. This is where it'll be. We also know roughly when they'll arrive in the area.
Quite the prediction you have.
Indeed, but if it makes it through, then you're looking at Peony Trench. The sub's max operating depth is 600 meters. Tracking it would be impossible.
Right. Now I'm going to give you the mission details, so listen up. Our mission is to cooperate with the patrol aircraft to find the Alicorn. In the first phase of the mission, multiple patrol aircraft will drop sono buoys to build a sono buoy barrier. Then, in the second phase, we narrow down the possible location of the Alicorn by analyzing the data obtained from the sono buoys. The results of our analysis will be data linked and shown on an overlay on your radars. And for the final phase, Trigger, you're gonna look for the submarine. We acquired one special MAD, a magnetic anomaly detector, for this. It'll be on Trigger's plane. Fly over where we expect the Alicorn might be. If the submarine is right beneath you, your MAD will detect it. You'll also have nautical charts on your radars, so use them. Once it's found, our fleet will commence a unified attack with ass rocks and sink it.
And if we miss?
4 ships will be joining the operation. There won't be a second salvo.
So who's flying, Wiseman?
Everyone except myself. Oh. This is in order. Now get your fat asses moving.
Strider Squadron, sortie ASAP.
Well, it's time for some treasure hunting, Trigger.
Oh boy, I'm excited.
Hey, stop screwing around.
Don't be such a hothead, Hujin. We all know what'll happen if we screw up.
This is Patrol Aircraft Spectre 1. We'll deploy the Solar Buoy barrier. We're all prepared to buy the farm, and that's why there's so many of us. According to calculations, just one needs to fly to locate it.
Those aren't the sort of calculations we like, are they, Trigger?
Damn right. Same for the rest of us, too.
They're here as predicted. Detecting hostiles. They're definitely aircraft from the Alicorn.
Trigger, you take the lead. The patrol aircraft must be protected. All aircraft, follow Trigger.
Wilco.
Understood. Understood. Roger.
Understood. 3 strikes, rebels in the killing. Catch him while he's at it. Go. Rip the wings off that degenerate.
Strider 2, engaging. Strider 3, engaging.
Cyclops 2, engaging.
They must have been waiting for us in the air.
David, here's a question. How many aircraft can the Alicorn carry?
20 to 30, depending on the type of aircraft. But it's unconfirmed intel. Could be more. With 3 strikes, you could reduce them to a single digit.
Nah, we can reduce them. Not sure it's because of Trigger, but those are calculations I do like.
Know the answer soon enough. I hear best way that will be approved, or even individual soldier. 20% on a boost drop.
We're detecting additional UAVs. Intercept them.
So there were more hiding.
Trigger, can you get him? You want a piece of me? You got it. Nice kill.
Locked on. Firing.
Trigger won't be able to defend them all.
I'm on my target's tail.
Drops out far from the patrol aircraft. Incoming.
Situation. Debris from the downed aircraft is landing in the water.
Let me know when the bodies, I mean the debris, stops raining.
Sit tight. Our air patrol and the LRSSG will find them.
Say goodbye.
Fox 2.
Fox 2!
Got us! We're full on the side!
Our patrol aircraft are under attack.
Enemy missile inbound. Prepare for
Make
impact.
sure it doesn't come to that. You're coming after our patrol aircraft, all right.
Thanks for saving my bacon. Landed on my 6. I can't get him off. This one's all mine. Attacking from behind my target. Fox 2. We've lost the TACO! Spectre's in trouble. We need to cover them.
Knew it. That captain is up to no good.
You have a moment.
What's up?
Some demonstrators have clashed. People are running away. I see lots of signs held up. There are even banners flying in the air. They're advertising drones.
What? You're in ORID?
Yeah, I live here. I haven't solved the terminal guidance mystery either.
I meant, why aren't you running?
Hey, you guys aren't running, are you?
Damn right.
Running? Wait, running? Yes, those drones aren't running away.
What do you mean?
I'll call you back. Alex, I need you to check something. 45% of sonar buoys dropped.
Enemy submarine location is yet to be determined.
Return to operation
We've been
area.
hit by a missile! More incoming!
Shit! Hold on tight, guys.
I have him. Firing.
Prioritize the ones close to the patrol aircraft.
Hostile confirmed down. Told you so. 3 strikes got her back.
Trigger, the other guys are standing their ground, but in the end, it comes down to you. Do us proud.
70% of sonar buoys dropped.
Just a little more.
All aircraft be advised. Our radars picked up new hostiles.
Dropping sonar buoy now. Back underwater where you came from.
Strider 4, Fox 2.
Missile away. Strider 1, locked on target.
Situation normal. Should we clear the baffles, Captain?
They won't chase by sea. Pursuers will be airborne.
We're damaged. The hostiles are coming after us.
Protect Spectre!
Doesn't matter how Spectre's shooting. We're under attack by hostiles.
Damn it. They aren't meant to fly when we haven't secured air superiority.
We've lost the Taco! We're their escort. Shield them with their bodies. 95% of Sonobu's dropped.
No problem. Situation.
They must be very frustrated right now. It's nearly impossible to find us in these open seas.
Come if you dare, 3 strikes.
Control down. Protect the remaining aircraft.
No more on my watch.
It's my fault. The one was right by me.
Confirming new hostiles. Strider 1, missile away.
Thanks for the assist.
UAV confirmed destroyed.
Not a suicide mission. Take them all down and let's go high. Over a wide area. We're gonna need quite a few. We've been hit by a missile. More incoming. We lost another patrol.
Missile away.
Missile closing. Break. You got us. We're full on the side.
Our patrol aircraft are in trouble.
I got a bandit on lock. Focus on the patrol aircraft. I'm grateful you're around. All syllables dropped. Barrier completed. Analysis completed. Stabilizing the Alicorn navigable zone.
Roger that. Displaying the search area on your radar map. The Alicorn's somewhere inside that ring. Activating the MAD. Do you see the waveform indicator above your HUD? Fly over the search area and look for a location that induces a change in the waveform.
We're treasure hunting for real, huh?
All aircraft except Trigger. You're on contingent combat air patrol. The lower you fly, the wider the detection radius of the MAD. Be sure to fly low.
It would be impossible not to.
The MAD won't function at high speeds. Fly slower than 800 kilometers an hour.
How did that huge thing hide from us all this time?
Caution. Pull up.
Okay, Trigger. Your MAD's getting something. The waveform on your HUD should have peaked. Turn and fly in the direction where the waveform peaks.
Come on, Sharky. Where are ya?
Trigger, your MAD's showing a stronger reaction. The Alicorn must be near.
You've set the hook. Now you just have to reel it in.
Picking up a magnetic signature. Signature lost. I'm seeing strong noise in the MAD signal.
Shit. They predicted that we'd use the MAD.
Seems like this is our contingency.
Does anyone see the source of the noise on the ocean surface? It's likely similar to a buoy.
I don't have a window, so I don't know about buoys, but I'm detecting strong radio sources.
Correct. That's it.
Sending the location of the jamming devices. Destroy them.
Trigger, let's destroy the jamming buoys. They think those cheap toys will help them escape our net? What the? A huge explosion just went off underwater.
An explosion? Patrol aircraft, what's happening underwater? Underwater listening is impossible. We're only hearing explosion echoes. The Alicorn will use the noise recover and head out at full speed.
Destroy the jamming buoys before the enemy submarine escapes.
Full speed ahead.
Aye, sir. Don't let him get away. Keep it up.
Damn it. Spectre, I need you to determine the sub's location again, as soon as the noise dies down.
Can we make it?
The last jamming buoy has been destroyed.
How'd it go?
Wait for the sonar buoys to respond.
God damn it.
Collecting intel about the enemy submarine.
Hey, you okay?
Analysis done. Data linking.
Its location is moved. Trigger, I'm sending you the search area. Don't let it get away.
The Alicorn has almost reached the trench. Time's running out.
Hurry.
It's okay. Trigger's already on the hunt.
Confirming more hostile UAVs. They just launched from the Alicorn.
You can launch them underwater?
If you can splash even one, it'll be that much easier for Trigger. Strider, Cyclops, we don't have much time left.
Don't you worry. Trigger will find it.
Trigger's given me so much cover and I still... Shit, I'm just pathetic.
Double time it, Trigger. Count on it.
Think we can find it? This is pretty tough.
Let's do this. Come at me. Let's dance.
No way you won't pick up a huge steel whale. Look harder.
It's a race against time now.
You've reeled it in. Positive hit on the MAD.
That's it.
Strider 1 found the submarine Alicorn.
Yeah! All that flying around paid off.
We ain't done yet. Give it the finishing blow. Target coordinates acquired.
Coordinates re-enter.
Commence preparations to fire the VL Asrock.
VL Asrock ready for launch.
Line of fire is clear.
Ready. Fire all missiles.
Fire!
Missile away.
All anti-submarine missiles launched.
Report the results.
Did we get him?
Alicorn spotted. It's surfacing.
Surfacing? We haven't sunk it? It's attacking our fleet.
Son of a...
We didn't hit him.
What?
You're wrong, Count. Back them into a corner. They're vulnerable now that they've surfaced. Follow up on Trigger.
Wilco.
Roger.
Wilco. Roger. Crew, prepare to abandon ship. We can't train it. Evacuate! Lost Destroyer Seagull and Aegis Vessel Canary. The order is to abandon ship.
That we fought at the bottom of the sea. I will not allow our perseverance to be desecrated.
You're being locked onto by the railguns. Increase your speed and run, Trigger.
If one of those railguns hits us, we'll be torn into a million pieces.
They'll be looking for aircraft as well. Don't flutter about.
Throttle up.
Fire! What the hell? Strider 1 is down. Surfacing? We haven't sunk it? It's attacking our fleet.
Son of a...
We didn't hit him.
What?
You're wrong, Count. Back them into a corner. They're vulnerable now that they've surfaced. Follow up on Trigger.
Understood. Wilco.
Roger.
Wilco. Roger. Crew, prepare to abandon ship. We can't train it. Evacuate! Lost Destroyer Seagull and Aegis Vessel Canary. The order is to abandon
The 2
ship.
years that we fought at the bottom of the sea. I will not allow our perseverance to be desecrated.
You're being locked onto by the railguns. Increase your speed and run, Trigger.
If one of those railguns hits us, we'll be torn into a million pieces.
They'll be looking for aircraft as well. Don't flutter about.
Throttle up.
Fire! Fire!
The Alicorn fired its railguns.
It's using its main guns for anti-air combat. Crew 1 is flooding. Start training ASAP. Opening the steam valves.
The Alicorn is diving.
Ballast thing should be damaged. We'll have to surface again soon. We need to shoot down the drones that have been launched.
There's no means of retreat. We'll have to kill them all if we are to live. If you wish to live, then you must let go of your life.
Vector Squadron will continue surveillance. We might be able to locate it if it's about to surface.
That's more than enough. All aircraft, position yourself to hit the Alicorn as it surfaces.
Righto.
Strider 1, missile away. Fox 2.
I'm grateful you're around. Sub spotted. Sending underwater coordinates.
fired.
I bet that one hurt.
Enemy submarine surfacing.
Be not afraid. Did you not leave your fears behind at the bottom of the abyss?
Cool down complete.
Commence fire!
Trigger, you're being targeted by the railguns. Shake them off.
Strider 3 launching missile.
Fire! Fire!
Enemy on me. Can't get away.
Trigger, missile inbound!
Strider 1, package away. The Alicorn has launched aircraft.
That's some real skill there. They've got serious guts to take off right now.
Guts. They're just damn crazy.
Flying objects have been launched from the Alicorn. They have different signatures from the UAVs we've seen.
Firing. Box 2. Box 2.
Strider 1, locked on target.
Small UAVs have activated EM barriers.
I have visual. They look similar to the Arsenal Bird's defense system.
What do we do then? We don't have Stonehenge to bust through them, you know.
Enemy submarine diving.
My fellow submariners, your lives cannot wait. It gives you the right to take the lives of others.
We cannot let the enemy's attacks reach our brothers. I'll go head on with 3 strikes and take him down with me. The 3 scars. One many because of him.
Don't forget the enemy aircraft.
Strider 1, Fox 2.
Bandit destroyed. Well done.
Firing.
Strider 1, missile inbound!
We're 10 men rocking. Why should we fear death? We picked up the Alicorn underwater.
I'm gonna open this guy up.
Target locked.
Strider 1, locked on target. The Alicorn has surfaced. Commence assault.
Here on out.
Fox 2! Fox 2!
I'll turn their aircraft into a lake. The fish can feel the pilot.
Damn. You'd think a submarine that can't dive would be easy prey.
Missile hit. The pressure hull near the ballast tank has sustained damage.
Don't let Trigger hog the spotlight! We're in critical condition in reactor control! Fisher's in the pressure hull!
Strider 1, Fox 2.
Charging complete. Commence fire!
The railguns have locked onto you. Increase your flight speed and evade.
I'm on the tail.
Fire! Fire!
That's it. Keep firing. Crush their lives under the weight of your lead.
Enemy is locked on. Break away. We get a full of AA weaponry, and still they won't even flinch.
The enemy sure is making things hard for us.
Trigger's attack hit. Can visually confirm hull damage.
Let's follow his lead. Shaking off enemy lock. It's our turn now.
Bullseye!
The Alicorn has submerged. Wait for the next window of attack. Missile away.
Hello, this is North. What's the situation over there?
You got a moment or two. Stat rep?
The advertising drones. These guys are doing the terminal guidance.
Hey, chill.
They are advertising drones flying above the demonstrators. They're perfect for a guidance system.
Strider 1.
But your opponent is that captain. I'll call you back. Alex, how far away is the closest airbase?
Roughly 82 kilometers.
Please, you see the lives being lost. Completion is at hand.
Enemy drone is no more.
The souls of the dead are coming together like the pieces of a puzzle.
Strider 1, locked on target. Alicorn surfacing.
We must save those souls that died chained to the prison of ethics.
Fox 2. Longcaster. My HUD's glitching. Trigger. Count. How are things over there?
We've identified the source of the jamming signal. It's the Alicorn.
I thought sinking a surface sub would be easy.
I'll show you what a brown dog can do.
Strider 1, missile away.
All right, get him. Missile inbound. Cyclops 2, Fox 2.
The submarine's aircraft have taken off.
Trigger, drones can be destroyed before they activate their barriers.
That's a pretty small window, but I know Trigger can pull it off. Ready to fire. Main gun, commence fire.
The railguns have locked onto you. Increase your flight speed and evade.
Hostile right behind me.
The Alicorn is diving.
It got away. Fox 2.
Between 3 strikes and a submarine.
Hello? We're in the middle of a search. How are things?
We're going to jam this entire region using the Air Force's EW aircraft.
Whoa. That's a big bang.
All radios will be disabled. Controlling the drones and terminal guidance will be impossible. It's crude, but effective.
Bastard.
Cell phones will stop working too. This might be our last call.
Leave the rest to us.
Lost control! I lost control!
We lost a patrol aircraft.
Sub-spotted. Underwater coordinates.
Enemy submarine surfacing. Bombs away.
What we have to do is simple. I give the orders and you snuff out the target.
Main gun, commence fire.
Enemy jammer is currently active.
We shut down Strider 1!
Surfacing? We haven't sunk it. It's attacking our fleet.
Son of a... We didn't hit him. What?
You're wrong, Count. Back them into a course. They're vulnerable now that they've surfaced. Follow up on Trigger. Understood. Wilco.
Roger.
Wilco. Roger. Prepare to abandon ship. We can't train it. Evacuate! Lost destroyer Seagull. Aegis vessel Canary. The order is to
The 2 years that we fought at the bottom of the sea, I will not allow our perseverance to be desecrated.
You're being locked onto by the railguns. Increase your speed and run, Trigger.
One of those railguns hits us, we'll be torn into a million pieces.
They'll be looking for aircraft as well. Don't flutter about.
Throttle up!
Fire! Fire!
The Alicorn fired its railguns.
It's using its main guns for anti-air combat. Group 1 is flooding. Start draining ASAP. Opening the street valves.
The Alicorn is diving.
Valves think should be damaged. We'll have to surface again soon. We need to shoot down the drones that have been launched.
There's no means of retreat. We'll have to kill them all if we are to live. If you wish to live, then you must let go of your life.
Vector Squadron will continue surveillance. We might be able to locate what's about to surface.
That's more than enough. All aircraft, position yourself to hit the Alicorn as it surfaces.
Righto.
Missile away.
Strider 3, Fox 2.
Sub-spotted. Sending underwater coordinates.
Enemy drone is down.
Behind the enemy.
Enemy submarine surfacing.
Be not afraid. Did you not leave your fears behind at the bottom of the abyss?
Charging complete.
Commence fire!
Locked on, you're mine.
Missile launched. Missile hit. The pressure hull near the ballast tank has sustained damage.
Don't let Trigger hog the spotlight. Four in critical condition in reactor control. Fissures in the pressure hull.
I've got a bead on the enemy's rear.
Strider 1, bombs away. The Alicorn has launched aircraft.
That's some real skill there. They've got serious guts to take off right now.
They took out Strider 1.
Surfacing. We haven't sunk it.
It's attacking our fleet.
Son of a... Didn't hit him.
What?
You're wrong, Count. Backed him into a corner. They're vulnerable now that they've surfaced. Follow up on trigger.
They're torching our allies.
Welcome.
Roger.
Welcome. Roger.
Crew, prepare to abandon ship. We can't train it. Evacuate. We lost Destroyer Seagull and Aegis Vessel Canary. The order is...
Target's destruction confirmed.
The 2 years that we fight at the bottom of the sea, I will not allow our perseverance to be desecrated.
You're being locked onto by the railguns. Increase your speed and run, Trigger.
If one of those railguns hits us, we'll be torn into a million pieces.
They'll be looking for aircraft as well. Don't flutter about.
Throttle up. Fire!
The Alicorn fired its railguns.
It's using its main guns for anti-air combat. Group 1 is flooding. Start draining ASAP. Opening the steam valves. The Alicorn is diving.
Ballast tank should be damaged. We'll have to surface again soon. We need to shoot down the drones that have been launched.
There's no means of retreat. We'll have to kill them all if we are to live. If you wish to live, then you must let go of your life.
Vector Squadron will continue surveillance. We might be able to locate it if it's about to surface.
That's more than enough. All aircraft, position yourself to hit the Alicorn as it surfaces.
Righto.
Strata 1, target acquired.
Hell yeah! Way to come through!
This one's mine.
Self-spotted. Sending underwater coordinates.
Missile launched.
Locked on, you're mine.
Enemy submarine surfacing.
Be not afraid. Did you not leave your fears behind at the bottom of the abyss?
Cool down complete.
Command fire!
The railguns have locked onto you. Increase your flight speed and evade. Fox 2.
Fire! Fire!
Target acquired. Strata 1, package away. Strata 1, missile launched. The Alicorn has launched aircraft.
That's some real skill there. They've got serious guts to take off right now.
Strata 1 was shot down.
Surfacing. We haven't sunk it.
It's attacking our fleet.
Son of a... Didn't hit him.
What?
You're wrong, Count. Backed him into a corner. They're vulnerable now that they've surfaced. Follow up on trigger.
They're torching our allies.
Welcome.
Roger.
Welcome. Roger.
Crew, prepare to abandon ship. We can't train it. Evacuate. We lost Destroyer Seagull and Aegis Vessel Canary. The order is to abandon
The 2
ship.
years that we fought at the bottom of the sea, I will not allow our perseverance to be desecrated.
You're being locked onto by the railguns. Increase your speed and run, Trigger.
If one of those railguns hits us, we'll be torn into a million pieces.
They'll be looking for aircraft as well. Don't flutter about.
Throttle up.
Fire!
The Alicorn fired its railguns.
It's using its main guns for anti-air combat. Group 1 is flooding. Start training ASAP.
Target's destruction confirmed.
The Alicorn is diving.
Ballast tank should be damaged. We'll have to surface again soon. We need to shoot down the drones that have been launched.
There's no means of retreat. We'll have to kill them all if we are to live. If you wish to live, then you must let go of your life.
Vector Squadron will continue surveillance. We might be able to locate it if it's about to surface.
That's more than enough. All aircraft, position yourself to hit the Alicorn as it surfaces.
Righto.
Missile away.
I'm grateful you're around. Self-spotted. Sending underwater coordinates.
Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning.
I'm gonna open this guy up.
Strata 2, Fox 2.
Alicorn surfacing.
Be not afraid. Did you not leave your fears behind at the bottom of the abyss?
Cool down complete. Main guns commence fire.
Work on it. Firing.
Target acquired. Missile hit.
Fire!
Fox 2, Fox 2.
Enemy has a lock.
Bombs away. Missile away.
Trigger's attack hit. Can visually confirm hull damage.
Strider 1's down. Surfacing? We haven't sunk it? It's attacking our fleet. Son of a... Didn't hit him.
What?
You're wrong, Count. Back them into a course. They're vulnerable now that they've surfaced. Follow up on Trigger.
Understood. Wilco.
Roger.
Wilco. Roger.
Prepare to abandon ship. We can't drain it. Evacuate. We've lost Destroyer Seagull and Aegis Vessel Canary. The order is to abandon ship. That we fought at the bottom of the sea. We will not allow our perseverance to be desecrated.
You're being locked onto by the railguns. Increase your speed and run, Trigger.
If one of those railguns hits us, we'll be torn into a million pieces. They'll be looking for aircraft as well. Don't flutter about. Throttle up. Fire! Fire!
The Alicorn fired its railguns.
It's using its main guns for anti-air combat. Crew 1 is flooding. Start training ASAP.
Target's destruction confirmed.
The Alicorn is diving. Bowers thing should be damaged. We'll have to surface again soon. You need to shoot down the drones that have been launched. There's no means of retreat. We'll have to kill them all if we are to live. If you wish to live, then you must let go of your life. Spectre Squadron will continue surveillance. We might be able to locate it if it's about to surface.
That's more than enough. All aircraft, position yourself to hit the Alicorn as it surfaces.
Righto. I'm bringing you around.
Target acquired.
We picked up the Alicorn underwater. Hostile eliminated. That's the way to do it.
Alicorn surfacing.
Be not afraid. Did you not leave your fears behind at the bottom of the abyss? Enemy has a lock. Cool down. Command fire!
Trigger, you're being targeted by the railguns. Shake them off.
Fire! Fire! Box 2! Box 2! Locked on. Firing!
Strider 1, bombs away. Missile away. The Alicorn has launched aircraft.
That's some real skill there. They've got serious guts to take off right now.
Guts. They're just damn crazy.
Flying objects have been launched from the Alicorn. They have different signatures from the UAVs we've seen.
Box 2.
Strider 1, locked on target.
The small UAVs have activated EM barriers.
I have visual. They look similar to the Arsenal Brute's defense system.
What do we do then? We don't have Stonehenge to bust through them, you know.
The Alicorn has submerged. Wait for the next window of attack.
My fellow submariners, your lives carry weight. It gives you the right to take the lives of others. We cannot let the enemy's attacks reach our brothers. Put your head on my first strike to take him down with me. After the 3 scars, we lost many because of this.
Missile away. Strider 1, you're taking fire.
Missile.
Self-spotted. Underwater course. We're dead men rocking. Why should we fear death? Bandit down. Nicely done.
Missile.
Bandit hit.
Missile.
Enemy behind you.
The Alicorn has surfaced. Commence assault.
Enemy submarine KA capabilities are more than we thought.
Missile.
Main gun. Commencing fire. Concentrate all firepower on the assaulting aircraft.
Evading!
Strider 1, Fox 2.
Fire.
Special delivery.
Bandit has a lock.
Target acquired. Strider 1, package away.
That's it. Keep firing. Crush their lives under the weight of your lead. Let's end this. Check the radiation level every 5 minutes. Do we have any cool things? I'm thinking even if the reactor's no good, focus on anti-air combat. Things hard for us.
That's a hit. Target is hit.
That was Trigger.
The Alicorn is diving. Strider 1.
Hello, North. What's the situation over there?
Strider 1.
We got a moment or two. Stat rep? We advertise the drone. These guys are doing the terminal guidance.
Hey, chill.
We are advertising drones flying above the demonstrators. We're searching for a guidance system. But your opponent is that captain. I'll call you back. Alex, how far away is the closest airbase?
Fox 2.
Roughly 82 kilometers.
Do you see the lives being lost? Completion is at hand! The souls of the dead are coming together like the pieces of a puzzle.
Enemy submarine surfacing.
We must save those souls that died chained to the prison of ethics.
Enemy is locked on. Break away.
Longcaster, my HUD's glitching. Trigger, count. How are things over there?
We've identified the source of the jamming signal. It's the Alicorn.
That's a sinking surface sub would be easy.
Target hit.
The enemy submarine's outer hull is severely damaged. It won't be able to dive like that.
Yeah.
All right!
We surrender.
What?
What's going on?
I know this voice. This is the submarine aircraft cruiser Alicorn. We surrender. Stop shooting.
All aircraft, cease fire.
It's a con man talking. I should know.
Let's just sink it.
Negative. We cannot attack those that have surrendered. It's a breach of international law.
I repeat, we surrender.
What do we do?
Weapon use is prohibited.
I hold international law so dearly. We'll no longer be soldiers the moment we don't. And I'll happily quit my career.
Do not attack.
We will surrender. We are currently making preparations to be disarmed.
I'm David North, an analyst at the Ocean Intelligence Agency. Captain, we've already jammed your terminal guidance system over ORED. Your shot will miss the mark.
Let me tell you a story. Back when I was a gunnery officer, I had to aim at an enemy ship 30 kilometers away in the middle of a storm. The seas were rough that day, and still I landed one of the 2 shots.
Here's a question. Was your plan elegant? The answer is yes. At least until 3 strikes ruined it.
What do you know of beauty?
They have no intention to surrender. Stop them, Trigger. Hit the barrel, Trigger. Hurry!
Wait, Trigger. Stop attacking immediately.
Charged up. Target is the Ocean capital of Orid. To take the lives of 1 million people 5,000 kilometers away with my very own hands. Commence firing.
It's fired.
It's okay. The shell will miss.
What happened?
That's a blatant violation of orders, you dumbass.
Load the next shell.
Aye, sir. All aircraft, destroy the Alicorn.
We'll go.
All right.
We'll go. We'll go. Understood.
Aim for the base of the rail cannon.
Strider 1 was shot down.
What happened?
That's a blatant violation of orders, you dumbass.
Load the next shell.
Aye, sir. All aircraft, destroy the Alicorn.
We'll go.
All right.
We'll go. We'll go. Understood.
Aim for the base of the rail cannon.
FCS error. Can't raise the elevation of the barrel.
3 strikes in the sky is a sign of an ill omen. Captain, all slow ahead. Flood the aft trim tanks.
Sir, the boat will sink aft first, and that'll give the gun the elevation it needs.
Don't you see 3 strikes? 10 million lives will be saved at the cost of a mere million lives.
Liar, you just want to kill people. We won't let you.
Good. Your attacks are hitting the base of the rail cannon.
You just made a statement right there, didn't you, Trigger?
A powerful bolt, a powerful gun, powerful ammunition. Add to that lots of people and a precise aim. Then spread the death over orbit, and the formula is complete.
All right.
Target hit. Target hit.
Oh yeah, that's the stuff, Trigger.
Confirming explosions. The rail cannon's been destroyed.
Yeah, baby. Oh, don't you see? 1 million lives!
was severely damaged. No, it's completely split in two.
He really pulled it off.
That's our final answer.
I see loads of floating objects in the waves. I don't think there are any survivors, Wiseman.
Copy that. The enemy submarine has been destroyed. Operation is complete.
That was unbelievable. Just all of it.
That's right. Yeah.
There are some who send those around them to their doom. Like Captain Mateus Torres was a devil incarnate. But there are others. Others who show the way to everyone else. Those who stand at the forefront to cast a light. Those who follow them can't help but feel that they're in the right hands, that they'll make it. This is an era where there isn't a singular answer, like a quiz question. The world awaits a hero to keep the torch aloft, banishing the darkness.
Quite the poet. That's a story I'm gonna have to tell my kid.
All aircraft in David. The operation is complete. Return to base and get some rest. Oh man, finally time for some munchies. Could you hand me the burger over there? Oh, and the knife and fork too, please.
Once I get back to base, I'm heading to the mess hall. Well, it's time.
Operation is complete.
Can we celebrate now?
Yeah, good work.
Yeah!
Wow! Yahoo!
Your next mission's in 32 hours.
Whoa.
Not something
That
I'll
was
tell my son
something.
about.
Give me a break.
I'm good, Alex. Won't need that wake-up call every 2 hours anymore.
David, only the summary is fine. Give me the report ASAP. I'll hand it to the president.
That's why I haven't slept in the last 80 hours.
78 hours and 52 minutes.
Okay. Well, now to the conclusion. Assuming that 3 strikes is a singularity, why not terminate him?
There is a fact that has been observed in all of the missions 3 Strikes has taken part in. All dependent elements that either mimic or follow the subject have increased chances of survival.
Try to be more sensuous.
Go Trigger's way, he'll make it. He leads the way.
Really?
Significance is high.
That's uncharacteristically illogical of you.
Ha ha ha.
Is that really how you laugh?
Don't go anywhere. Coming back with Ace Combat 5 in a minute.